Have something on your mind you want everyone to know?
Call now.
Hello.
1-833-668-2577.
It's Talk Back on Now You Know with Rob Snow.
Again, one of the reasons that we're talking about housing again today is because of the Bank of Canada's big rate announcement. It's another jumbo rate cut, 50 basis point cut to the overnight rate to end the year. So for homeowners, let's talk about what all of this means for mortgages and other mortgage options right now with Clinton Wilkins of the Clinton Wilkins Mortgage Team. Great to hear from you.
Thanks for having me, Rob.
What'd you think of the news today?
I think it's great news for homeowners. I think it's great news for anyone that's going to be getting a mortgage, or if there's any clients that have a variable rate mortgage or a home equity line of credit, they're going to see their cost of borrowing go down, which is obviously very favorable. Great news in December. It's a bit of a gift, I think, from the Bank of Canada. Borrowers that are in a variable rate mortgage product will see their payments go down or their amortization get shorter. I think it's good news going into 2025.
Okay. So what is this doing to the market right now, the demand for mortgage products right now, Clinton? What's your experience and what are you expecting?
The demand is not as high as it has been previously. I think in different markets across the country, Rob, you would see kind of different results. I know in Ontario and BC, it's still very, very soft compared to previous years. The rate's still being high. I think this is obviously good news for, anybody who's looking to, buy a home or even sell a home. I think there's going to be more demand. I think starting at the end of last year, we had a lot of people that were sitting on the sidelines. I think, one, because the cost of borrowing was high, but B, they couldn't afford it. They couldn't qualify. The stress test with the rates being high really limited the affordability, and that took a lot of the demand out of the market. So I think with these rates going down, obviously it will positively impact clients qualifying as well. Clients will qualify for a higher mortgage now with a variable rate mortgage product today than they would have yesterday. So I think that is good news. The one thing that we're obviously going to continue to watch is, the Canadian dollar. We're going to be watching the GDP and the employment numbers. That's really going to impact the next rate announcement, which will be at the end of January. I'm keeping a close eye on what's going on in the U.S. Obviously, the political and economic situation in the U.S. may not tie one-to-one on what's going on here in Canada, but obviously it can have significant impacts, and that can impact the Bank of Canada decision that will happen here at the end of January.
Okay, so what have been popular mortgage options for buyers or people renewing, and how could today's decision from the bank affect that?
I would say there was a big shift into a 3-year fixed rate product. I would say that's the most popular product that any bank or mortgage professional would talk about kind of leading up to the last couple of months. There certainly has been a big shift into clients taking a variable rate mortgage product, primarily because there's a lot of optimism. Borrowers continue to think that the Bank of Canada will continue to soften the key overnight rate, and the variable will be, in fact, cheaper than a fixed rate, but the optimism is high that we're going to continue seeing, cuts in the future and into 2025. So I really encourage any borrowers that are thinking about doing a mortgage to think about a variable. There are some huge pros. If you were to break that variable mortgage early, you would pay a penalty of only 3 months interest, which is great. And you can also convert any variable rate mortgage product into a fixed rate. So there certainly are some big upsides. And for those borrowers that are in a fixed, I think we need to remember, if you're exiting your term early, especially if you had your variable or your fixed rate the last year or two, it's been quite high. My big concern is anybody exiting a fixed rate early could see much higher penalties than they've been used to in the past.
So after today's move from the central bank, what kind of rates are you expecting for the more popular mortgage products?
I think any borrower that is going to be getting a variable rate, they're going to see anywhere in, a prime minus 0.9 would be a very good rate. So we're going to be seeing rates in the, low to mid 4s. I think that's a great place to be. I would say the majority of mortgages, regardless of it being fixed or variable, will start with a 4 right now here in 2024. I think going into 2025, I think a lot of borrowers and mortgage professionals are optimistic that we will start seeing rates start with a 3, but that might be some time off yet right now, Rob.
Okay. Well, we shall speak to you in the new year when the Bank of Canada makes its next decision. I really appreciate hearing from you again today. Enjoy the rest of your day, Clinton. Thank you.
Thanks, Rob. Have a great day and happy holidays.
Same to you. That's Clinton Wilkins of the Clinton Wilkins Mortgage Team. I'm Rob Snow. This is Now You Know. It's Talk Back today here on News Radio.